Hello, welcome back. I'm Anthony Christopher. This is Mustang Mentality. We're doing a weekly recap here, and I think Mother's Day is this upcoming Sunday, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about what we've got going on in town. That includes the Shop Small Crawl event this Saturday, hosted by the Chamber of Commerce. But we're also going to have two guests today, Dr. Gus Galante and Diane Kitchell. And Diane is going to talk to us about plants. Okay, I reached out to Diane a couple weeks ago. I don't have beautiful landscaping in my front yard, and I said, Diane, what can I plant? And I think it's important with Mother's Day, everyone's buying plants and starting to get into the spring season. So I would love for you to give us some examples of that and how you got involved in the plant world. We're in front of your house. You are a gracious host, and you've got a beautiful assortment here. So introduce yourself. How do you get involved with the town and in plants?
Ooh, okay, sure. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for coming to my yard. It's a really nice time to come. I'm a designer by trade, interior designer, and got involved in the natural environment. Just as from a design standpoint, you can paint with color, with the yard, and learned about a lot of native plants. And free plants necessarily don't improve the environment. Sometimes they can be invasive. So I'm now involved in the Lake County SISMA.
Okay.
And we sort of educate about invasive species that sort of take over and actually can harm the environment. Mm-hmm. So things like garlic mustard, which you guys might have heard about at the parks, and we pull that. That actually is toxic to birds. It has an oil that is toxic to birds. So a lot of people don't know that. It's edible for us, but it's toxic
and you
for
just did a cleanup, right?
We do weed wrangles,
okay.
And we do some continual sort of maintenance and education about that. We do landowner survey analysis, so we help an owner identify invasive species. But back in the day, I was a member of the Civic Foundation for 25 years,
yes.
And then they helped sponsor the Monarch Fest and the Monarch Initiative around town. Which then led to, we were really successful and proud to give away 2,000 plants of native plants, milkweed. That's my main thing to say to you today. Plant milkweed. If you can look for a plant for Mother's Day, that will help the monarchs and their migration coming down Lake Michigan right over our heads. So that's the main thing. And what else can I say?
With this wild spring weather, is it safe to plant now?
Pretty much. We're getting to the point. Mother's Day is a kind of a fulcrum point that you can hopefully, consider that being safe. So I've transformed the yard. The purple is a wild flax, and I've been trying to get rid of invasive vinca, which they still sell in all of the nurseries. So you have to be careful. It's
interesting.
Yeah, the Lake County SISMA has a invasive species list, the banned plants around the state, but these are on the to-do list. So, my yard is sort of a poster child of the good and the bad, but it is starting to pay off. So I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, and I reached out to Diane a couple weeks ago, like I said, and you gave me some good suggestions I said, I'm a starter with this, right? I want to improve my landscaping, and you recommended, I planted them. What did you recommend?
No, well, you want early blooming, mid-season, and late. So early blooming could be like the woodland flax. You could have mid-season, which is, like the purple cone flowers, possibly. Late season would be like a New England aster. So you want something blooming continuously. So also milkweed. Which if you didn't find, I'll give you some.
Perfect.
We'll be giving away plants later this summer. So
where at?
A variety of places, but definitely people will know about it.
Excellent.
I was going to say also I'm a master gardener from Purdue, and they do have a plant sale coming up this Saturday at the Crown Point Fairgrounds in the industrial building, which is a new building for them for the sale. So look for them. I think it's 9 to 2, and there's all kinds of hanging baskets and annuals as well as perennials, vegetable garden plants.
Excellent. Well, thank you.
So,
thank you. And to keep in the spirit of shopping for mom, Dr. Galante was gracious enough to join us today and talk a little bit about the arts. I see Gus all the time. We're involved in some things together, but Gus is one of the most involved members of the community, which I appreciate. So let the people know, Gus, what you're all about and where we can go.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, and beautiful here. And thanks for the tip on after Mother's Day planning, because I had a vegetable garden and we had some late frost, I think, last year, and we have to keep that in mind. But so I'm a current board member of the Munster Chamber, and I'm going to take that hat off, but I'm also a board member of the South Shore Arts, so I got to put that hat on. And I just want everybody to know, speaking of Mother's Day, we have a wonderful 25% off selected items in our gift shop at the Center for Performing Arts. So if you're looking for last minute gifts for that mom, that special person, that's the place you may want to check out. Also check us out on social media, our Facebook and our Instagram page. And I just want to thank you for your time. And thanks, Diane. Thank you.
You know, I was going to say we have a Facebook page too, Lake County SISMA.
Okay.
Yeah.
.com, right?
I think so.
Or well, you'll find it.
That's
right?
our email.
You Google it.
And then there's a Lake County Cooperative Invasive Species Management Area Facebook page. It's sort of long, but we got a grant money from the state of Indiana to kind of promote and educate. So I appreciate you all coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
thanks, Anthony.
The South Shore as well. So keep an eye out for the Chamber's Membership Monday. We visited South Shore this past week, and we took some photos, and we were actually able to go through the gallery. They gave us a kind of a private tour early in the morning. Yeah. And right now it's the elementary schools and high schools artwork from all across the region.
That's
so
awesome.
Munster's there, but other neighboring communities as well. So I mean, fantastic stuff that's in there. And then we went and we were able to tour the gift shop afterwards. I did end up I had a closing that day that I was going to, and I said, oh, well, I'm here. Normally I buy a nice bottle of booze, and I said, well, maybe I'll go upscale with it today. And I got a nice South Shore Arts poster and some gifts for my buyers. So there's a one-stop shop, and keep an eye out for that as well. So thank you.